Welcome to Real Kiwi Fishing. This week I'm on a solo up Muriwai. Up here on the low tide, got a low tide around at 4 o'clock tonight, which is basically now. So I've missed it a little bit. I've just come up straight after work and I thought I'd come up and just give it a flick and just see how we go. I might stay till the late evening. It's probably going to push me off here in about maybe an hour and a half, and I'll head back and just try and find a little hole to fish into that evening. I've got a nice little channel out here in front of me, so I'll start here. Probably, like I was saying, get an hour, maybe an hour and a half before I get pushed off. So yeah, hopefully get into a few fish off Muriwai today. I hope you guys enjoy. So just got the usual, my homemade dropper, about 1.5 meters, run braid, running suffix, 30-pound suffix, and I've got a 50-pound leader. Just running a little bullet float there, a little bit of Lumo tube, bead, down to a 6-bar row, and a 5-ounce breakaway. So I'll bait up and I'll get my first bait out. Can't muck around too much because we're going to run out of time. But yeah, fishing the Kotare on the flight surf, of course. So yeah, let's get a bait out there. Got my little bait board. Just keep all that gunk off the back of the truck. Guys on the buggies. Playing silly buggers. So yeah, we'll go get that first bait out. Have a look at that little channel that's in front of us. Got a obviously dead low. We're standing on that bank, and then we got a little channel, and then that outer bank. We're just fishing in between. Okay guys, get this first bait out. Like I was saying, we just got that little channel in front of us. It's breaking right here in front of us on the lip where we're standing, and then that outer bar's where it's breaking. So we'll see how we go in this little channel. Like I was saying, we're probably not going to get a lot of time here. So it's either dead low or it's turned already. Well, got our first bait out. Fingers crossed. Okay guys, I put together the MC and the T-Rex. Great combo for surf casting. Thought I'd put it together, chuck it out. I've got a mutsu, running a 7-bar mutsu on it. 5-ounce breakaway, but hopefully that mutsu will do the trick. I'll just let it fish itself. The tide's on its way in, so we're only going to get a couple more casts in. It's going to break right there in front of me. That's where the lip is. You can see I'm getting pushed back already. But hey, hopefully we hook up into a couple of nice fish before we get pushed off. Getting some nudges on the MC there. Gets quite difficult to fish 2 rods sometimes up Muriwai. Yeah, we're on. The old mutsu hook doing the thing. Not sure what it is. It's not big. Gotta keep an eye on the Kotare. Looks like a Kiwi. Oh, no way! It's a gurney, boys! It's a gurney, that's what the little bites have been. Got some bling on this this rig. Got a squid skirt, bit of lumo tube. Oh, it's one on the Kotare. Bit of havoc. Yeah, boy. Might be into a few gurneys off the sand. Couple of Muriwai gurneys to take home for dinner. This one's a Kiwi this time. Whew, bit of madness there. It's the Kiwi. There you go, guys. Nice gurney on the MC. Give him a bit of a wash. There you go. It's not a bad gurney either on the surf cast. How's that? And I'll take the Kiwi home too. I'm going to use half of it for bait. I'm going to try a couple of Kiwi baits. But there's that bling I've got on that hook. Got a lumo tube and a squid skirt. So in the surf it's going to be moving around, and we know Gurnard love that kind of stuff. So I was having a few little taps and I thought they were just little snapper, but hey, might be Gurnard. I think I'll try and get another couple out before we get pushed off. I'll go dispatch these fellas. Okay guys, bit of fun in the Muriwai sun, the Arvo sun. Got some fresh Kiwi. What I'm going to do is run it on the MC, just because it's got that mutsu hook. I've also, what I like to do is also cotton it on. It's just to make sure it's sitting nice with the hook, that's all. Otherwise it slides right down the end of the hook. Doesn't sit nicely. So we'll flick this out, get back and quickly get that kotare out. Would have been nice to have got in here more on that sort of half tied out. Would have got longer, but I'm going to move down into a hole once I get pushed off here. I saw one on the way up. That's what you do when you're driving up the beach. Keep an eye out for those holes to fish on that higher tide when you get pushed off these low tide banks. Let's see if we can get another gurney. Wouldn't mind a nice snapper, but I think I'll take the gurney over the snapper any day. Yeah, Muriwai is quite a fun place to surf cast. Can be difficult to read it at times, especially fishing that high tide. But you just got to remember you're looking for that calm water between the waves. And that's telling you there's a bit of deep water there. That's where you want to be casting. Might have to drop down to one rod. It gets a bit ridiculous. Got to run a little bit of a tight drag on the MC with that mutsu hook. Just helps it set when the fish bites on it. But you got to make sure it's not too tight, because you just never know what you're going to hook up on. Might get a Kiwi turn up, or a big ray, and you look back and your rod's gone. So I'll quickly get this back out. Guys need to keep an eye on the MC. I can't see it way down the front here. That tide's coming in. You can see it coming all the way up to the MC there now. Could be on our last couple of baits. Wouldn't it be nice to hook up onto a nice evening West Coast snapper? Any bites yet, guys? On the MC? You need to let me know. A good thing about that bait on the MC, the Kiwi, it'll be on there for a while. So if I did get some bites, still should be a bit left. Yep. Bites on the MC again. A few little rattles. Probably gurned once again. Just got to remember not to strike. Just let the fish pull. Ooh. Bites on the Kotare. Yep. Yep, we're on again, guys. Woohoo! Wonder what it'll be this time. Oh, cool. MC's hooked up. By the looks of it, looks like a stingray. But you never know out here. Could be a kingy, could be a big snapper. Oh, we've got red this time. She's a snapper. Just a little fella. And it's probably takeable, to be honest. Been out on the west coast, but not for us. There you go, little snappy. Gotta go sort out that MC. But there's definitely fish here. Might have to come back up tomorrow, get here earlier. Wouldn't it be nice if there's a big snapper on the MC? Yeah, boy. Hey, at least we're hooked up and having fun. The good thing about that mutsu, just hooks up by itself. You don't have to fish it all the time. That's why I like fishing braid. See how much I've wound in already. Fish isn't even out of the water. That's the good thing about braid. You can walk down 200 meters, cast your 100 meters, walk back your 200 meters, and you got plenty of lines still on your reel to play your fish. Oh, he just came off the water, which was good. There's a little ray. I think we might have a chance for one more bait, guys. What do you reckon? Just grab him upside down. Hold him upside down and he won't flap around too much for you. We'll get him back in the water. He's definitely takeable. He's probably around that 30, it's around 32, 33. But we'll let him go. Let him come back when he's bigger. And we'll hook him up again. There you go. It's definitely snapper there. Be nice if it was bigger. But we're having a bit of fun. That's what it's all about. Don't always have to take fish home. Just come out, have a bit of fun. Take a couple, let a couple go. We'll try one more bait, I think, and then we'll move up there into that hole. It's quite nice. Basically got the beach to myself. Got one guy way up there. But yeah, thought there'd be a little bit more traffic coming up, maybe a little bit later on. Nice little channel there. Get a couple more baits out, I think. See how we go. That can be the trouble though when you're using those harder baits out here on the west coast. That kahawai, because it stays on there longer, and you get more of a chance of catching a stingray if the snapper and that don't get to it first. But I chucked on another chunk, get it out. Tide's rushing in. I think we're okay for another couple. Can't get too close to the lip now. It's break where it broke just then out there. So I'm having to cast before it. So I'm having to give it a good heave-ho. Okay, got the MC back out. Another chunk of kahawai. I know I keep saying it, but this will probably have to be our last couple of baits. It's just hard when you're catching fish. It's fun. And you know, if you move, you might just end up moving somewhere where the fish aren't. Okay, both baits are in. Let's hope a mooch of a snapper comes by. Oh, whack! Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's try to put it in the rod holder, and she's on. Oh, it even feels like a little bit better snapper, guys. Maybe if we're lucky. Oh, I don't know if I can leave even after this bait. Still not big, but man, it's a lot of fun. I'm just hoping the MC doesn't hook up. Oh, I don't mind if it does actually, as long as it doesn't get ripped out of the rod holder. Be nice to add a snapper to the bin to go with the carrot. Oh, I think it's snapper, guys. I think she's a snapper. Yeah, boy. And she'll be a keepy, this one. It's snapper time. How's that? Not big? Yeah, how's that? He just came along and grabbed it when I was trying to put the rod in the holder on the Kotare and flight surf. Nice little snappy for the bin to go with my gunid. Yeah! Got dinner. Okay guys, last bait. Someone's having a go at the MC. It's still that big chunk of Kiwi. It's been a bit of a fun couple of hours. Got longer than I thought I would. Oh, another little grab. Yeah, came back. He's on. What I might do is wind up that MC, put it away, come and sneak one more cast with the Kotare. Got a little bit of a pull to the right. It's a Kiwi, this one, I think. Yeah. Okay guys, we're back up Muriwai this morning. I've come up through that high tide just to sit it out. Last night I caught a few fish up the end there. It was quite exciting. Obviously when you're catching a few fish, it's quite cool. And because I got there late last night, I thought I'd come back today, sit out that high tide, and then make my way up as that tide drops, and we'll get back into that spot and hopefully we can carry on from last night and get into a few fish. But we'll see how we go. Got the MC and the Kotare out. The MC I'm still running that mutsu. Just a couple of little taps. But yeah, I'm not expecting too much in the way of probably more snapper through this high tide. I've found a little hole here, but it's quite far out. Not sure if I'm making it. But hey, you don't know until you got a bait in. But yeah, I'll sit it out and hopefully catch a trevally or something through the morning, and then we'll get back up there and see if we can get onto some more snapper and maybe even better, some more carrots. Yeah, we're on, guys, we're on. Been getting a few little nudges. Oh, the Kotare I's on too. Probably just Kiwi maybe. Yeah, just a little Kiwi. It's always going to be these guys through that high tide in the surf. Yeah, that's the thing. Through that high tide in the surf, you're always going to get Kiwi. But I'm hoping that hole might hold some trevally. But hey, it's going to be a little bit of fun till I can get down that far end. Like I was saying, you just never know on the west coast. Got a swell rolling obviously, so it's always stirred up. And it's at least over head height, so just might luck a snapper, even a gurnard would be pretty crazy, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Hopefully have a bit of fun till we can get up that far end. At least we're getting bites rather than sitting here for 3 or 4 hours doing nothing. Hooked up, guys. Just dropped one on the MC. Just fishing this little hole here. Hoping they come on a trevally. Take home would be nice, but also a couple of snapper. Feels trevally-ish, feels trevally-ish. That's what we're after. On those high tides along Muriwai in those holes, always seems to hold trevally. Never know, might even luck a gurnard, but it did feel like a trevally. Can feel it pumping. Oh yeah. Yee. There you go, guys. Nice Muriwai trev in that little hole. It's not a bad trev. They don't get too big up Muriwai for some reason, but it's a nice trev to chuck in the bin. What do you reckon? Nice trev for the bin. But yeah, that's why we're here in this little hole. It's gonna say there's probably trevs there. It's always good on that high tide in these holes for trevs. So we'll chuck them in the bin. Oh, we're on again, guys. We're on again. Probably gonna make this my last baits here, just because what normally happens is I get too excited where I'm catching the fish and I stay too long and I miss out on that low tide